When we first introduced Noteful, most of you guys immediately compared it to GoodNotes. That is why we have come up with this 3-part series to test just how true that is. The first part of the series, which is this video, covers features in Noteful that closely resemble those in GoodNotes. It also covers features that are slightly different without any obvious winner between the two apps. Features that leave you a bit unsure of which app to go for. We'll then go on to explore features that make Noteful better than GoodNotes. These would be features Noteful has, which you do not find in GoodNotes, or features Noteful executes better than GoodNotes. This series will not be complete without highlighting features GoodNotes implemented better than Noteful. Hey guys, it's Robsy, back with Paperless X, a channel that is all about digital productivity. If you're new to our channel, hello. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know each time we release a new video. And if you're already subscribed, fantastic human, welcome back. Both Noteful and GoodNotes are free to try out first before you purchase them. Noteful has always offered this, and GoodNotes joined the club after Notability also started giving a free trial. With both apps, you pay for them once, meaning they're not subscriptions. Noteful costs $4.99, while GoodNotes is $7.99. This is not a huge price difference to choose one app over the other. You won't be struggling with page templates. Not only do you get a decent page size range for your pages, the apps also support 3-page colors as well as different page orientations, so they both have portrait and landscape. GoodNotes has slightly more page sizes, but not enough to choose it over Noteful, unless you prefer using the tiny pages, which are A6 and A7. When you're not happy with the templates in the apps, you can always bring in custom templates, which is how we use our digital notebooks in either app. GoodNotes can add page templates to the app's library as long as they're individual pages. Whichever app you choose, it's easy to use any template, notebook, or planner you like. Though these two apps have the exact pen tools, the writing experience in them is slightly different. It's difficult to explain why. It could be in the different algorithms used by the two developers, but writing in Noteful has lesser resistance than what you get in GoodNotes. It feels like I have to put more effort to get the same results in GoodNotes, which I can easily get in Noteful, or let's say liquid text, for example. I'll say in GoodNotes, my hand starts hurting at about 15 minutes max, which is something I've not experienced in any other note-taking app. The ballpoint and fountain pens in GoodNotes and Noteful look alike, but the brush pens in the apps are slightly different. Different note-taking apps all seem to have different brush pens, even Nebo. The brush pens feel better than fountain ones. So if you like fountain pens, chances are you love brush pens even more. GoodNotes has pressure sensitivity settings for your fountain and brush pens, which Noteful does not. But you can add more favorite colors to your toolbar in Noteful than you can in GoodNotes. Instead of the 3 saved pens you get in GoodNotes, Noteful has 5. Even though they're not as readily available as they are in GoodNotes. For most users, these differences are negligible at best. Erasers in both apps can erase per stroke and per pixel. GoodNotes Pixel Eraser is smoother than the one in Noteful. You can erase the highlighter only in both apps, and auto deselect to automatically switch back to the tools you were using before your eraser. The standard eraser in GoodNotes is just overkill. It feels the same as the Pixel one in Noteful. It's difficult to appreciate why they've kept it after they finally brought a better Pixel eraser. In Noteful, you get 2 more eraser sizes than the ones you get in GoodNotes, We especially love the smallest one. You also get another feature in Noteful that allows you to choose not to erase your shapes in the application. How you feel about that really depends on your workflow, I guess. There are times when you want to erase everything around a shape except the shape itself, right? Would that make you choose Noteful over GoodNotes? Probably not. The text tool is the most different feature on this list. Each application has a unique approach that either works or doesn't, depending on your preferences. Both applications add your text in text boxes. You can use custom fonts. They both format your text to make it bold, italic, underline, or strike out. And you can also change your text alignment. For your text box style in GoodNotes, you can choose the background, which you can also do in Noteful. You can adjust the border thickness and color in GoodNotes. In Noteful, the thickness options are not as varied as they are in GoodNotes. You also can't determine the border color in Noteful. That one takes the same color as the background. You can, however, determine the style of your border, a feature which you don't get in GoodNotes. But in GoodNotes, you can add a shadow and padding to your text boxes, whereas in Noteful, you can change the opacity of your text boxes. For a handwriting note-taking app, handling text really determines if someone is going to use the app. If you do use text a lot, let us know which of these applications you'd prefer. Now we'll look at other minor but important similarities between Noteful and GoodNotes. Both applications support multiple tabs and multiple instances, which makes multitasking a breeze. They both have vertical and horizontal scrolling. They can both open hyperlinks, even with different approaches. So in GoodNotes, you're prompted to open the link when you long press it, but in Noteful, it automatically goes to the page when you long press a hyperlink. Both apps also support page rotation, which rotates the ink on your pages. Did we leave out any similarities you've spotted which you think are worth mentioning? Do tell. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the second part of this series, where we'll be going through 9 features that make Noteful stand out against GoodNotes. We hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you did, thank you. Fantastic human for watching. See you in the next video.